In this video, we'll answer the question, what's the difference between a natural, melodic, and harmonic minor scale? I'm starting off rather from where I just left off with the explanation of how to identify and write minor scales. So if you're not sure how to do that, go ahead and watch that video. But assuming you already know how to find a natural minor scale, that's where we're starting off from, what do you have to do to change it into a melodic minor scale or into a harmonic minor scale? Well, here's the last minor scale I wrote off on our paper. This is an F sharp minor scale. This is an F sharp natural minor scale, to be more specific. And I'm going to talk about scale degrees in this video. So when I say that, what I mean is this. The very first note in our scale is called the first scale degree. Second scale degree, third scale degree, fourth scale degree, you get it. So the seventh scale degree would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, right? By the way, this is not 8. I'm going to call this 1 again. This is our first scale degree because it's the same as this, right? In a scale, we start and end with the exact same note. So we call that the first scale degree. All right. Basically, I'm going to change this in order to get into my harmonic and my melodic scale. Let's start with the harmonic minor scale. That's the easier one. All you have to do to change it into the harmonic minor scale is go to the seventh scale degree. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And you're going to raise it a half step. Now, sometimes that means making it sharp. Sometimes it means making it natural. It really just depends on what key you're in. In this case, my seventh scale degree is E. Now, if I want to raise an E by a half step, you might say, oh, I'm going to make it F, but I can't call it F because I have to keep these letter names intact. I already have an F sharp. So I'm going to call this E sharp. That's my seventh scale degree. I'm going to raise it to be E sharp in order to be an harmonic minor scale. That's it. This has an important implication when we talk about harmony in the future, but this is how you find it for now. Let's look at the other scale that I did. This is a G minor scale, G natural minor scale. We'll go to the seventh scale degree, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. My seventh scale degree was F, so I'm going to make it F sharp. Now I have a G harmonic minor scale. Now, if you happen to have a key where the seventh scale degree is flat because of the key signature, then instead of making it sharp, you'll make it natural. But that's it. That's the whole thing. Now let's do melodic, which is a little bit more tricky, but not too bad. And I'll just make a new scale here. Let's do something with bass clef. And why don't we do a D minor scale? Now I'm going to start by writing out a D natural minor scale, just like we did up here before with the other scale. So I start by going from one D to another D. Now here's the thing about melodic minor scales, it's a little bit different. Melodic minor scales are different going up from going down. So with these other scales, I only wrote them up. You can write them up and down too, but just to save time, I just wrote them going up, or as we say, ascending. With this one, I'm going to write it ascending and descending. I'm going to write the whole thing because it will change as it's going down. So I'm just going to do the exact same thing over here. There's everything from D up to high D, back down to D. First thing we need to do is put in the key signature. So here's D. A minor third up would be F. So F major is the relative major from D minor. F major has the same key signature as D minor. And F major was that weird key, by the way, if you remember when we talked about flats in the flat key video, right? You can't have, F is not on here. It's kind of missing from, sorry, you can't see that. F is not on this list. I know this over here is F flat. But F major was the one white key that is a flat key, and you had to just memorize that one. That's when you only have one flat. Again, if that's confusing, watch that key signature video. That one flat is B flat, of course. That's our first flat. So that means D, E, F, G, A, B flat, right? C, D, and same thing going down. This is our D natural minor scale. This whole thing is D natural minor. Well, for a melodic minor, on the way up, we're going to raise the 6th and 7th scale degrees. So in harmonic, remember, we would have just raised the 7th scale degree. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That would have been raised. In melodic, we're going to raise the 6th and the 7th. Okay? Now, the 7th scale degree I'm going to raise by making it go from a C to a C sharp. How about the 6th scale degree? Well, I'm not going to make it sharp. It's already B flat. So if I want to raise it, I make it B natural. Now I have D, E, F, G, A, B natural, C sharp, D. On the way back down, here's the good news. It's the exact same thing as the natural minor. So all I have to do is cancel out the stuff that I wrote. I'm going to change my C back into C natural and my B back into B flat. This way, going back down, it's the same as the natural minor. Going up, I've raised the 6th and 7th scale degrees to be a melodic minor. Okay, let's try one more like this. I'm going to flip my manuscript paper so I have room down here on the bottom. Let's do treble clef 1 this time. And let's do, what have we not done yet? Let's try F minor. Okay, so again, I'm going to write out all my notes from F to F. A good way to ensure I use every single note here, and because it's melodic minor, I need to go all the way back down. Sometimes, if you're taking a theory class, you'll see a question that says, go ahead and write out the F ascending melodic minor. What that means is they know that this means, okay, this is the same as natural minor. Just go ahead and write the first part. That's what we want to know. That's what we're asking you when we are asking about the melodic minor. So it depends on what the question is. All right, we're doing an F melodic minor scale. We need to find out what our key signature would be. Well, a minor third up from F would be A flat, right? So we know we're dealing with a flat key. A flat would be the second to last flat. And so if we have our order of flats here, I'll write it up because it's upside down here. B, E, A, D, G, C, F. Oops, it looks like a K almost. There we go. F. A is our second to last flat. D is our last flat. So we should have B, E, A, D. B, E, A, D. I'm a little bit scrunched together with my scale, but that's okay. So my scale would be F, G, A flat, B flat, C, D flat, E flat, F, and same thing back down. Remember the natural minor, this whole thing is a natural minor. But when I'm doing my melodic minor scale going down, it's going to stay the same. So whatever I do on this side, I just need to make sure to cancel it out when I go back down. All right, do you remember what I have to do to make this into a melodic minor scale? I'm going to raise which scale degrees? Think about it for a second. The 6th and 7th scale degrees. So let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here's 6, here's 7. Now both of these happen to be flat, right? D flat and E flat. So to raise them, I'm just going to make them natural. D flat and E flat. That's it. And what do I have to do on the way back down? I've got to cancel that back out. Make those flat again. There's my F melodic minor. F ascending melodic minor and F descending melodic minor.
If you found that video helpful, please click the subscribe button below to find more videos just like it.